Because when you create a course, your objective is to serve, hands down. And you're serving the people who buy your course, you're serving them your transformation and the steps you took for that transformation. If you can't break that down in a way that other people can consume, then you need to get some coaching. You need to get a little bit of help.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
But you got to do that so that when they purchase it, they can now take those steps and get the transformation you got, if not even more of a transformation.
Hello, Rich friends.
Hi, Richies.
Welcome to another episode of the New Rich Podcast with my co-host, Dr. Faith Abraham.
'Tis I.
I'm the Uyi Abraham. We're the founders of Vonza.com, the best all-in-one platform for you to start and grow your online business. And this episode is brought to you by Vonza.com.
Turning your knowledge into revenue is supposed to be a seamless experience, but you're stuck dealing with messy tech and the frustrations of tying multiple tools together just to create and sell online. Using multiple platforms to run one business wastes a lot of time and money. With Vonza, simplify your online business and delight your customers. One platform to run your business effectively. Start your free trial now at Vonza.com, the best all-in-one business platform.
So today we're talking about a very, very important topic that needs to be said, that needs to be talked about. Course creators are scamming you. And we're going to tell you why and how they are doing that and what you can do so that you can be good and you can really get the knowledge, the transformation. Because really, people are not buying knowledge, they're buying transformation.
Facts.
So you can get that transformation that you really, really want. Because, you know, we own a course creation platform. And we hear people in the street talking about, oh, courses are dead, courses not working, courses not what they used to be, courses are just a waste of time. No, it's not. It's just that the course creators are not being fully transparent with you. They're not telling you exactly what you need to hear, what you need to know, what you need to do so that you can get that transformation, that change, that income change, whatever it is that you want to get from buying that course. But before we get started, Dr. Faith, how was your week?
It was awesome. And it was awesome because the very topic that we're talking about today, I actually ran into that on TikTok. Your feed,
Really?
I'm telling you, your feed tells a lot about you, but it also tells a lot about what's going on in relation to you. So this particular video, the girl was basically complaining, saying that courses don't work, they're a waste of money, they're this, they're that, people aren't teaching anything, they're just lining their pockets. And I was like, wow, what a terrible experience for her. And the truth is, I've had that experience where I've purchased courses and it wasn't even like, honestly, I don't even know what I paid for. I literally wanted to call my card company and be like, no, run me back my money. Because this course was horrible. What they promised was not in there. The transformation, it was not in there. The information that I had purchased the course for was not there. And I'm like, so when I saw that TikTok, I definitely related to her. But in the same token, I have had courses that gave me even more than what I paid for. Yeah. And I was like,
and that's the right way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
That's how not to scam people.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Because when you create a course, your objective is to serve, hands down. And you're serving the people who buy your course, you're serving them your transformation and the steps you took for that transformation. If you can't break that down in a way that other people can consume, then you need to get some coaching. You need to get a little bit of help.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
But you
And-
got to do that so that when they purchase it, they can now take those steps and get the transformation you got, if not even more of a transformation that you
wow,
got.
you already got into the episode.
I'm in that
I was
thing.
just asking you, how was your week? And you went from the week and you just got right into it. Okay, I guess we're already in, so let's just stay there,
I'm
right?
driving like I'm on Houston streets, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I've had similar experiences too, like that.
Yeah.
And one of the most recent one, when we started, trying to do an event center and the podcast studio for Vonza Studio. I now trying to like just gain some more knowledge, more information.
Absolutely.
And there's a couple of people on my, some friends on my Instagram that were selling courses on event space and this and that and the other. And I remember, I kind of checked some of his lives and stuff. One of the guys and I, bought his course, and the hype for the course was really good. The hype. Like, oh, this course is going to teach you everything, blah, 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 blah. But when I eventually got the course, it was like empty. There were some modules that were missing. There was some, some text and all those, all this demo text, all this Lorem.
Is it Greek? I don't know what language it is.
This Lorem some text. I mean, there was some Greek, Hebrew, and I mean, it was bad. I was like, dude, how you have the conscience and confidence to sell, something so half-baked and hyped it up so good, like your course is going to teach everything about the event space and blah, 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 blah. That was so disappointing. With the course, I really struggled with if I should, call my bank and do the charge back. I really, really struggled with it. But at the end of the day, I decided not to. And let me tell you why.
Tell me.
Because knowledge transforms. Even though I did not get everything it promised, to me, my win was if I could just hear one thing that I never knew before, or one information that will help me with my event space, then I can see that as a win.
That's good.
And then it will be unfair and unethical to just, refund or do a chargeback on the whole amount when at least I gained something from it, but not as much as
you
I anticipated because, the expectation was built so high, but the delivery was very, very poor. So if you're a course creator out there, let me just say right now, let the expectation on the delivery needs to match. It's always better to over-deliver. When we create courses, we always try to like cover the A to Z, every step, everything, in the process that will help you to be successful with whatever that course is supposed to teach you or impart onto you, right? So that was a very, very bad experience with that particular events course, but I said not to, refund it because, again, sometimes you just need one information from it,
Right.
But I think that course creators need to stop scamming people, though, because
Absolutely.
don't sell something and then you don't deliver what you promised,
Absolutely.
because that's just not good. What do you think about
No,
that?
here's the thing. When you're saying that makes me think of just businesses overall,
Yeah.
big businesses and small businesses, where it's that gap between what's promised and what's delivered. And it doesn't just happen with small businesses or creators, it happens even in big companies as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of all around. Sometimes I think it is where people are just trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
And then also, let's
And that
call it what
shows
it
when they
is.
try to do
Oh,
that.
it shows. You can smell it.
Yeah.
You feel it, right? But then there's also, where it's just kind of like a missing piece or a missing part, or they really did try, but teaching it maybe isn't their forte, and they didn't get that help so that they can really put something together that would deliver and get people the results that they were promising in their marketing, right? So that's a real thing. So that does happen. And the same way, you can drive up to, but let me not say the name of the company I was thinking of because I just made a face. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You could drive, you can go to the drive-through, get some food, okay? And then they don't give you your exact order. They leave something off, But guess what? You still go to that drive-through,
Yeah.
right? Hoping that they're going to deliver. So it's the same thing. Like you may have that experience with one person, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have that same experience with another person.
Yeah.
So that's my sentiment with that. And like I said, I have had courses that really over-delivered. They came through.
Yeah.
And not only that, like I have courses that still to this day, I bought them years ago. I still refer back to them because they were just that kind of course that really struck me as full, very rich. So I do go back to them because I know I can get something, or it refers to something that I'm doing now, but the information that was there was before where I was. And that's the part of the course creation facet that I want us to kind of shift into in helping Richies realize that you can get a course, you can get something, and that course really does have what you need to do whatever it is that you want to achieve. Let's just talk specifically about business. The reason why you may not be getting what you want to get out of it is the part of you. And this is the part that people don't want to talk about. When we talk about you being accountable to you understanding your shortcomings or your weaknesses and your strengths, we have to realize that oftentimes it's not about if somebody's smarter than you. It's not about if somebody has better hair than you. It's not about if somebody has better looks than you, though the pretty privilege does come into play.
Yeah.
But a lot of it comes down to mindset.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to process. There are...
Yeah. I think you're running ahead now.
Oh,
you're really on fire.
Oh, okay. Let me slow down.
Yeah, let's kind of slow it down so people so our rich friends can really follow. And this is your first time watching Rich Friends. Please share this with another 5 rich friends that you really care about, so that they too can also tap into this wealth of knowledge. Okay, so we've already established one of the ways that course creators are scamming people is by over-promising and under-delivering, right? Then the second way too is by not having full disclosure to the people on the steps and what it will require for them to be able to get the transformation, the change, the results that they so desire. I think that was where you were going to, in terms of they're not fully transparent. They just make it feel like, oh, buy my course, and you're going to make 10K in a month.
Right.
Buy my course, and you're going to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks.
Right.
Buy my course, and you can jump a flyer from buildings, right? But they're not telling you, hey, to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks, you're going to have to maybe diet, probably have to hit the gym.
Yeah.
They don't give all of that information, so go ahead.
Yeah. So exactly. So sometimes the results that are promised, it's like there's a backstory to the results. So I remember there's a course, for example, where it's like, oh, you can make, $30,000 in 7 days. Okay, that's cool, but you're not letting the people know that they need an audience, and an audience that has already bought into them. Somebody who's just getting started is going to be at a disadvantage because they don't have an audience yet. They're just getting started. So for them, their expectation has to be modified because they don't have an audience to make that 30,000, in 7 days.
Exactly.
So that title is solely based off of where that particular course creator is.
Yeah.
So if you're starting from nothing, you don't have an audience, you don't really have anything that you post on your social media that people just flock to you for, 30K in 7 days is a very far stretch. And so then when you do it and you don't get those results, you tap out.
Yeah.
You quit. You feel like, oh, this is not for me. This doesn't work. When in actuality, it does work.
Yeah.
You just have a missing piece of the puzzle. So a lot of times the course creators don't disclose there is a missing piece, which is the reason why, let me just say this, which is the reason why I, to this day, love the 6-figure chick, Cece.
Yeah.
She's no longer with us.
She rests in peace.
Amen. But that woman was an exemplary person. She did courses as if she was still in the place of growing and building up her Instagram. And I bought so many courses from her, and I got so many, and I was a part of her membership. And I remember one course in particular. She kind of said it in all of her courses, but I remember one in particular where she was like, this is what I made with my audience. Currently, I'm at so thousand followers, and I spend about so $1,000, and this is what I made, and I'm going to show you the steps. For you, it's going to be a little different. Adjust your expectations. When I think that was probably one of the first courses that I bought from her, and I remember her saying that. Wow. I immediately bought into her. I was sold on her. So whenever she would put something out, I just had to assess whether or not it was something I needed or it wasn't. And then if it was, I'd purchase it. Why? Because she set a proper expectation for me.
Yeah.
She let me know that the results that she was talking about was based off of where she was and these things that she did. Yeah. So if I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money, or if I wasn't there with that type of followership and audience, then I shouldn't expect that. I should adjust my expectations.
Yeah, that's good.
Which really, really helped me to say, okay, based on where I am, I'm going to work this.
Yeah.
And then when I see that it did provide something, I went back and I worked it again.
Awesome.
And I worked it and it kept getting me results. So I kept growing. But that's the part that people aren't seeing. And I know people get fed up with social media. Oh, social media is just a show. It's a smoke show. This, that, it's smoke and mirrors. Everybody's just posting their highlights or what have you. But the truth is, people don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to hear the ugly parts about entrepreneurship, about having to get rid of limiting beliefs, having to deal with those thoughts and those ways that you perceive yourself inwardly that hinder you from being able to get the type of results that you really want out of life.
Awesome. So you said a lot. That was
Let me
deep.
shift gears.
That was deep, right? But just on another note,
Okay.
you're looking so beautiful and sexy.
Thank you, love.
Hope you have any plans for this evening?
Depends. Who's asking?
You look
I can make room for you.
Okay, good. Okay. High five to that.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's good. Okay.
See, now y'all sidetracked.
I have to get my toes back down. That was good. That was powerful, though, what you just said. The steps and what it requires that many times it's not being sold and people get discouraged. They tell you you're going to achieve such and such by such a time, but they don't tell you the factors that needs to be in place for you to be able to achieve those, right? Another ways that course creators are scamming people is by using their course as a bait to sell a high-ticket coaching program. So they make it look like that course is the all-in-all, but they intentionally leave out some parts in it so that when you buy it, you feel like it's not adequate. And then they'll be like, aha, you need more to buy my $10,000 program so that you can get the whole thing. And I think that's really scamming people. I think a course should be all in all by itself.
Yeah.
I believe that a course should cover everything needed.
That you promised.
Should be and promised to and also needed, and coaching should be optional, right? And not a requirement or a necessary next step because the course is missing, right? So because I'm very passionate about the course industry. We create courses, and I don't like the vibe. You don't like the vibe that is getting out there on people just kind of bad mouthing course creators because of some bad experiences they have, right? So we believe that this video is to help you, our rich friends, to now get scammed by course creators, but also to help course creators to be more integrous and also to over-deliver and not to sell bait courses, but really give transformation knowledge and change to the audience, right? So what other things have you noticed out there that might not be scammy, but just looks scammy out there?
Yeah.
That people that sell courses do that you've noticed and be like, okay, let's not do it that way,
Right.
you know?
Well, let me go back to what you were saying before I answer that, because I think there's a distinction between someone saying, okay, this course is the end all be all, and then when you buy the course, you realize, aha, it's not the end all be all. And then they need to go to this high ticket thing versus a course being the end all be all. The course is the end all be all. And then the optional is go ahead and get into the high level.
I think it should be optional,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
If the course is sold as an end all be all, right? But if it's sold as, okay, the first step to my coaching program, that's clear. That's full disclaimer right there.
Yes.
Right.
So you like full disclosure. And
full disclosure,
I think that
sorry,
that's
yeah.
the key. The full disclosure is, it helps for people to really believe, really get certain results. Honestly, I feel like how we should look at it as creators. And the funniest thing is, not only am I a creator, I'm also a consumer of courses. So I, both sides, right? But I believe that if I buy a course from someone and they make a promise, they deliver on that promise, it's actually easier for me to want to do more business with them.
Yeah.
It makes it like, okay, this is a trustworthy person. This is a person of character and integrity. If I sign up for this thing that they're offering, because I don't mind an offer, give me all the offers. Let me know what you got. Okay, show me what you got, little mama. Okay, give me all the offers, lady.
Show me what you got. Okay, I like that.
Like, give me all the offers. I want to know. I want to see. I want to choose for myself, because the first offer that I took from you delivered. So now I'm more willing to stay loyal to you and keep going in your catalog of offers. And that's one thing people have to understand. Don't be so short-sighted. And if you have a rich friend and they are kind of that short-sighted person, let them know they need to stop doing that, because the way you build loyalty with your customer is by delivering on your promise. They're more willing now to do business with you again when they're ready, but they're willing because you delivered the first time.
That is so dope.
But you got to see the big picture, though.
Yeah.
It can't just be, oh, I'm finna get rich off of this one thing.
Yeah. And by the way, we are working on a course coming up soon called The New Rich.
Yeah.
Right? Because The New Rich is not just a podcast. The New Rich is a course, a community, a podcast, and there's another C. Course, community, podcast, coaching. Right? And merch. So it's kind of the 5 pillars, right? And the New Rich system is also based on 5 secrets or 5 pillars.
That's right.
Right? Consciousness, create, cash, credit, then closing and CEO. Woo!
That's it.
I got it.
Look at that. See? 5 C's.
That's the 5 C's, you know? So putting together a course coming soon, and it's going to be everything you need to help you. That's a consciousness, right? Helping with your mindset, your brain, right? Create, teach you how to create that course, coaching program, and e-commerce business. Those are the 3 we're going to be heavy on, but we're going to teach you all the stuff too, right? Then when it comes to credit, it's going to teach you about cash, how to use debt, how to use business funding, how to use money, other people's money to fund your business, right? Then the 4th one is closing. Right? Closing about selling, because if you can't sell, you're not going to be able to make money, right? And the 5th is going to be CEO. That's when you really become rich, right? When you come to team and leadership and delegation. So the 5 steps, the 5 pillars, the 5 secrets to go from anything to become the new rich. So that course is coming soon, guys, and you're going to really love it. It's going to be fully transformational. We're going to really teach stuff and show stuff how we went from literally 0 to 8 figures in network today, and you can do the same as well. Okay.
Absolutely.
So anything else you want to add on this to maybe helping people not to get scammed by course creators, and anything else you want to add before we wrap up this episode?
Here's the thing. Y'all know I'm the deep one, okay? I like to go deep, and I usually go deep in personal stuff. And one of the things I really want you to realize is that you can become that millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire CEO. If that is your heart's desire, if that is what you want out of life, if you want to create a company that serves each and every person that works for your company, that, does even philanthropy and things of that nature, does not take away from people, but actually pours into people that work for you and the community and all of that great stuff, you can do it. You absolutely can. I don't even know you. I haven't even met you yet. And I believe you can do it. But here's what you got to understand. And even with the courses, a lot of the work is going to be the work that you do within yourself. And you're going to have to be willing to invest. And again, I say, invest in you, and you're so worth it. There have been many areas of my life, of our lives, where we really had to invest in order to get the results and the people that you see right now in front of you. This wasn't an overnight thing. We've had to have marriage coaches. We've had to have finance coaches. We've had to have business coaches. We've had to have business mentors. We've had for me personally, I'll be transparent. I had to work on my anger. I'm a firehouse. Okay. I am a very fiery person. I'm very sassy. But when I got married, I had to figure out a way to still be true to myself, but not burn down my house that I was building with my husband. Okay. And so that was a lot of the inner work. And so you have to be willing to do that inner work so that you can get the outer results that you know is possible and you desire. And as long as you're willing to do that, and you know that being rich is a journey, there's levels to richness.
Yeah.
There really are levels.
Yeah.
And each level is a beautiful piece of your journey. Be committed to the journey of yourself, becoming the version of you that you are meant to become. Be willing to invest and be willing to go through the process. That's what I have for you.
That is so awesome. So courses work, right?
They work.
But you also have to do the work.
You got to work
that is required on your part for it to get you the results that it's supposed to get you. Okay. That's a very, very important thing. And thank you for listening to this episode. So again, rich friends, please don't keep this episode to yourself. Share with 5 other rich friends, and, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, Richies.